as a role and as something to bring to the table. There's just a lot of opportunities here if you're up for the challenge.
Jump on board, be part of the fun ride, because we're going places.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Vertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
Thanks to you. faithfully standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action, or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Covenant Christian High School. We bring you high school volleyball here on IndianaSRN tonight. The Warriors of Covenant Christian coming in at 5-15, looking for their first conference win of the season tonight. They'll be taking on Guerin Catholic, who comes in at 7-13. They're 2-2 in Circle City action. Tonight's game brought to you by the Morales Group, building better futures, one story at a time. Aspen Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Partner Electric, providing quality electrical services in Central Indiana. Boilermaker 74, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Also by Logistics, from warehousing and transportation, and everything in between. And by Drumstick Dash 2023, who beer feeds others and can eat. Great to have you with us for the last 2 weeks of the high school volleyball season. Covenant Christian, as we mentioned moments ago, trying to pick up a win here tonight. Goose off their Circle City Conference record. Meanwhile, Guerin Catholic trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Troy Dargowski, Coach Myers with us here again tonight. Last time we were here, Covenant Christian, I thought played well overall. Turned out a win for them that night against the Bishard. Then they come back to beat Ben Davis for losing to Luther. So a little bit of momentum here late in the year.
Yeah, this time of year, you got to be ready to play volleyball. Every single night, you got to play all the best to do. Tonight's game is a very interesting contest because if you win this one, you're out of the cellar, and you got some momentum. Raiders comes your way on Monday. It could be a possible way to get on a winning streak because the city tournament draw is next week. They'll find out who they'll play, and they'll find out where they're seated. It's tournament time, and then if you lose, you're done. Your season's over with. But you look at this. You're at 5-15. Might be a little disappointing, but young kids on this ball club play very well. Guerin Catholic again, some veterans on this ball club. If you look at some, she's got a freshman on this ball club. Got 4 sophomores, and the rest of them are juniors, but your seniors are very good. It should be a very interesting matchup. The Covenant Christian JV won 2-0. Guerin won the freshman 2-0. This is the rubber game of the match. This is the one you want to win.
By the way, Guerin, as we mentioned, coming in at 7-13, only 1-6 on the road. They have not had the success they're hoping to have on the road this year so far. They've only won 1 out of their last 5. They lose to Homestead, South Newton, and Covington in the tournament this past weekend. So now they're trying to find a way to get back on the winning side of things here, and they've got some tough ones coming up in their next 5 games or so. So they're trying to find a way to be a good start. Started really here tonight against Covenant Christian.
You know what? When I coached, I didn't play on the road. That's why we were so good. I didn't even decide to play. So it'd be very interesting. 1-6. Again, you got to win games on the road when you get to sectional time. So you got to get really got to get through that and see what's going on.
Keep an eye tonight on Paige Mascari, 43 kills, a team that is at a 33.7 kill percentage, but their hit percentage very good. And of course, Mascari leads that as well as 272 as a team at 173. We talk so much about serving, and we're going to talk about Covenant because I thought they really served very well. The other night, they did get their serve percentage up. We'll talk about them in a moment, but you talked about a serving team, Guerin Catholic, at 92% coming into this one tonight, so they don't make a whole lot of mistakes in the serve.
But I will tell you, go back to Paige. Paige has paid her dues. When she was a young freshman, we saw her play when she was a freshman. Daddy coaches basketball at Guerin, got really good athletic ability because her mom was a better athlete than her dad. But she's paid her dues. She's very much so very good ball player. I think she could play to the next level, Troy.
Keep an eye on Leah Shang. She, by the way, her serve percentage at 95, so they want some numbers out of her here tonight to get a win. Also, Kat de Blasio, 13 blocks. Kiara Wolf with 45 digs. And Haley Lytle leads the team in assists with 68. Now, we mentioned Covenant Christian. They've only won 1 out of their last last 5, so they're really on the same scale as Guerin Catholic tonight. They did beat Ben Davis 3-0, but they lose to Lutheran in their last matchup 3-0. We had the broadcast when they took on Bishop Chatard. They lost that one 3-0, but we thought maybe going in, the biggest concern would be the serving, and they really, I think, served very well in that contest, so they're going to have to do that again tonight.
Yeah, and we'll see how they will play, and we'll see where the matchup will lie, and see if we can go and get this done.
All right, we'll take a timeout. More about Covenant Christian coming up in a couple of moments, and we're just moments away from getting started here tonight in this big volleyball matchup in the Circle City Conference. This is high school volleyball at IndianaSRN.
To you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Back again here at Covenant Christian. Great to have you with us on this Tuesday night. High school volleyball on IndianaSRN. We'll be checking the latest high school volleyball rankings. They're out this week. Really not very many surprises and not many changes from last week, but we'll check those top 10 teams out in all 4 classes in just a couple of moments. Now, Covenant Christian, as we mentioned, when you look at some of their numbers, you got to really think about Evie Dart. Leads the team with 156 kills. Her kill percentage at 37.5. In fact, she has 156 of their 345 kills. Keith, everything really evolves and revolves around her.
We saw her play last week, and when they needed a point, guess who they went to? Yeah. She tried to put them on her back last week and just struggled a little bit to get it. Chatard got in that rhythm. And one of the things that you got to do is once you get in that rhythm, it's hard to stop somebody. Yeah. Well, it was very hard for her to get in that rhythm. So we'll see what happens tonight. Again, conference game, it will probably be very, very difficult. But both of these teams are very well matched. Both of them are very well coached. It will be a lot of fun to watch this game.
Well, you can tell they serve better because the last time we had them, that was the one number we put down was the serve percentage. They actually have it up to nearly 89%. Dart leads the way at 92 and Cadison Api at 93.7. So you can see those numbers have certainly gone up, and don't want to certainly leave out Allison Boston at 91.4. When you look at the blocks, 24 on the season, and really Ainsley Gross leads that category of 24 of the 45. In digs, Kay Jellin 115, and an assist, Cadison Api is at 280. So good balance coming into this one here tonight. Certainly both teams want to play well.
get back on the winning side of things. I was mentioning moments ago, this Guerin Catholic team, they turn around after tonight and they play Cathedral, who's ranked number 5 in 4A in the first game in their tournament on Saturday. So you talk about a big change. That's going to be a big one in a couple of days.
You know, you look at Guerin Catholic's schedule, and it's brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's totally brutal. And so you look at their schedule and you go, holy smokes, maybe at 7-13, they're playing above their approach because they play a lot of 4A schools. They play in some invitational tournaments that are pretty good. Covenant Christian at 5-15. You know, you might be a little disappointed, but you do play a very tough schedule.
Yeah.
That's what you expect from the Circle City Conference teams.
Well, speaking of Guerin, again, they will turn around and play Cathedral. Then they go to Ritter. They'll get Heron, and then they play in a Fishers tournament coming up on Saturday the 30th, and then they'll go to Zionsville to finish out the regular season. So you do get a pretty good idea. The rest of their schedule will be very tough. Here's how things stack up in the 4A volleyball poll this week. Hamilton Southeastern number 1, followed by Roncalli, Yorktown Castle, and Cathedral. Those are your top 5. Zionsville at number 7. Center Grove is at number 8. In 3A, Belmont number 1. Then it's Providence, Benton Central, Fort Wayne, Concordia, and Angola. And by the way, this Tri-West team that I see in the poll at number 10, Covenant Christian gets them on September 27th.
Tri-West is a better team than 10. I'm telling you, they're a better team than 10. They also play in that sectional. That could be a very interesting way to go.
Muncie Burst number 1 in 2A, followed by Linton Stockton, Lafayette Central Catholic, and Brownstown Central. Then Wapihani is rounding out the top 5. And finally in single A, Tecumseh, Blackhawk Christian, Trinity Lutheran, Springs Valley, and Southwood.
You know, Faith Christian was in that top 10. They dropped to 15. They lost 2 games last week. They got to get back on the winning ways. But, you know, for a 1A team that has paid their dues, they're not doing a bad. I think they've lost like 4 games all year this year, and that's not too bad. Faith, watch for Faith 1A.
And they play a lot of good teams, too.
Yes, they do. Well, you have to.
You have to. All right. We'll come back when we return. We'll get keys to this one tonight, and we'll get things underway in a moment right here on IndianaSRN.
Want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Back once again here at Covenant Christian High School. Let's get Coach's keys to the game this evening.
Let's go to Guerin Catholic first. It's a road game, so got to win.
Yep.
That's all you got to do. It's a road game, got to win. Communication's got to be much better on the road than it is at home. And then you got to finish plays. Stay focused. Whatever you do, wherever it happens, just stay focused. For Covenant Christian, quite easily. Quick start, serve well. last time, I think that's where Chittard got them last time. And then cut back on the receiving errors. I think the other day was up to 24, 25. You got to be really careful with that. If you're looking at this and you say, so who do we watch? Number 6 for Guerin Catholic.
Yep.
And I think we all know it's got to be number 5 for Covenant Christian. You look at that 2 battles, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But 6 is fun to watch on Guerin Catholic.
Last time we did Covenant Christian, it was interesting to watch Evie Dart play because she kind of just took that whole thing. I know they lost that matchup, but she was giving Bishop Chittard fits all night long. And let's see if she can do it again here tonight. So it'll be side out Guerin Catholic to begin this one here this evening. Lizzie Caron on the serve, and the return is not there. We just talked about the receiving errors, and there is one already for Covenant Christian. Mentioned Guerin wanting to get off to a good start here on the road, and from the outside right, the return point, guess who? Evie Dart.
So with the score tied 1-1.
So side out Warriors. Each team again winning only 1 out of their last 5. Guerin has lost 3 straight. We'll have to get back on the winning side of things. There's a service error, first one of the night for the Warriors.
Well, that one was way nice idea of getting where the line is, but you got to realize not to hit the ball too hard. Here's
really good serve, pushing Covenant deep, and they'll have to make the return.
Oh, nice.
And that'll be a net violation against Guerin.
Boy, I tell you what, they had it set up well. She just fell into the net. That was Lizzie Carton.
So it'll be Warriors serve, and they'll make a change in their lineup as Kenzie Mann, the sophomore, coming in to play the front row. Tied at 2. Excellent serve. Good dig the other way in a return. So now the Warriors back on the attack. Outside left. Excellent block. That one rode the rim just for a couple of seconds.
Nice.
And then from the outside, there's number 3, Kat de Blasio.
Talked about her in pregame.
You get a really good idea of why she is as good as she is from the outside.
They're pretty big up front.
Yeah. They do have some size, even a lot of size on their JV. Back set right. Good rotation. Boy, look at the hang time on that one by de Blasio. Only problem is it was a good block up front.
This is one of these games that when you get on a roll, you just got to continue to go. Because these could be 1 or 2 game matches.
Tied at 3.
Look at the effort.
Free ball here now for the Warriors. Good job there by Henderzaz to get to that one. Overpass at the net, but kept alive. From behind the attack.
Yes.
How about that one? Look out.
You know who that is. Number 6. Nice job, Paige. Her eyes got real big. Look at this. I mean, she's superwoman right there. That's a great play. That's why I think she can play in the next level.
She probably can. Side out, here is Haley Lytle. A 4-3 lead, and the ace right there. Second one here for Guerin. This is where you looked at Covenant against Bishop Chittard, where they kind of lost their momentum. And Bishop Chittard, there's an overpass, and that'll cost you every time. Played well at the net for Guerin. That's Miscari once again. What hurt Covenant, as I was about to say, is that they had a tendency to kind of take some plays off. And they'd find themselves down 4, 5, or 6, and then it was tough to battle back. And misplay on the receiving side, and just like that, it's 7-3.
You got to pop that ball up a lot higher in that back row. You got to have that. I think that ball has to be at least 4 or 5 feet more tall, higher.
Well, Lytle, a short serve right at the attack line, the outside cross-court attack by Gross, but returned. See how Guerin will play this one. That one hit into the net. That's Mia Jennings there for Guerin Catholic. And that stops the run of points, and it's now a 3-point lead for Guerin. Almost an overpass there. Do we have... Yep, that's going to go against Guerin. So 2 straight points now for the Warriors.
This is what was against Chittard.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yep. So Guerin will have a free ball return here. Let's see what the Warriors can do with it. To the outside, a little off balance on the swing by Mann. And she's replaced by herself. Coming back is Mann just to step in where she was before and get the kill.
Night area where to put the ball, but if you're Guerin Catholic, you got to slide over and get that pass. That's the only where that ball was going to go. You got to anticipate the pass.
3 straight, and answering the call the other way is Guerin Catholic. That was Eleanor Carlisle, only a sophomore. There you see Paige Mascari coming and playing in that front row, side out for Kiera Wolf. +2 here in this opening set. So far, we've had just the 1 service error by Covenant, and that's going to be long, so each team has 1.
Sometimes I ask players, how can you do that? I don't know. Okay. Don't do it anymore. Okay.
So that's the best explanation you got, right?
If you don't know, I guess you don't know.
I hit it too hard, Coach. Allie Boston on the serve, the overpass. Good job there by Guerin to cover up, and then to the outside left. Mascari is there. And then the return the other way, and the point for the Warriors.
How about battling back to 8-8? Then you have some players, well, that's how you taught us, Coach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I taught you that. This is a nice.
Well, that's Evie Dart.
Yeah.
And that's why you see that the 6-foot senior. And what was a 4-point lead, there's the second service error for Covenant. They tied it at 8, but Guerin on the mistake there now leads it by 1. Side out, Guerin. Ella Henderzaz on the serve.
Rotate.
Yep, well, guess who? Evie Dart again on that left side.
Look at this.
Well, that is a big-time swing. Paige Mascari from that left side. You see her, when she gets that momentum rolling, she's tough to stop.
And she's calling for the ball. I like it when players want to call for the ball once to get that done.
So now +2. Overpass at the net. Warriors do a nice job returning it. Guerin on the outside, not much on the swing. Another overpass for the Warriors. They got to get that ball back on offense. Great job that time by Henderzaz. Short set for Gross, nothing there. Outside again, and just look at the hang time there by Mascari.
You got to rotate. Nice job.
That one barely cleared the net. The runner there by Dart. From the attack line, just too much English on that one. The point goes to Covenant.
Nice movement on both of these teams. Nice job. Just a little bit too aggressive.
Mary Henniger is coming in now for the Warriors. So it'll be Covenant on the serve, -1 here in the first set. One thing you noticed about Covenant already, that's a short set right there in the middle. That was Leah Shang. What you noticed about Covenant already is they're not trying to go deep on those serves. Not the time before against Bishop Chittard, but the game we had before that, a lot of their serves very deep. This time they're just keeping it in play and giving themselves a chance to actually work on offense. Back to a 2-point lead. Back set right, and a little bit too much on that one. So lead back to 3. Golden Eagles so far just 1 service error to this point. And unable to dig that one out is Lizzie Karen. And the point will go to Covenant, side out Warriors, and they'll make another change on that front row. Had a 4-point lead. That's been about the biggest we've had so far. Short set, big swing there by Mascari.
Got away from a net violation because she hit the net bigger than Scott.
Boy, how about that from the outside right? Looked like that may have been Evie Dart once again, who can play both outside positions. Here it is again. She's about a step inside that attack line. That's tough to get.
And when you're back row like that, you see that, and you're at that angle, it's really tough to get that ball back in.
Back to one, side out Covenant. Warriors trying to win their 6th game of the year. They're down to their last 3. Mascari from the left side, able to get enough top spin on that one to get the kill.
And as usual, when you make a good play like that, you're usually up serving again. I looked at that last week. 9 times we mentioned that. Where a player made a good play,
yeah,
she was serving the next play.
Happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
That's Dart once again. Big time swing. Mascari again, cross court between 2 defenders.
Well, that was 8. That was Maddie French.
Oh, that was 8 instead of 6?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So it's going to be Fritch getting the kill.
Got to give a little bit of love.
Yep.
Because Mascari is serving. If she made that play, she's
really good.
She's in the wrong rotation.
Deep serve back right side. +3 now. Well, that ball just touched up front by Shang. Here is the runner again by Dart. And a free ball now for the Warriors. From the middle. A little bit too much on that one. Point will go to Guerin. They lead it by 4.
You know, Kevin Christian gets to that level. They tied it at 10, and then they struggle again. The inconsistency has been with them all year.
Yeah. Yeah, they just want to make sure you don't let the other team keep getting up by 4 or 5. And that'll be a double hit there on Covenant Christian. And now you're down by 5 right here. Paige Mascari right there on the serve. That's going to be a big-time hit by Henniger on the left side to get the point. That is their 5th kill here in the opening set. And they will make a change as Kenzie Mann, the sophomore, is back in. Side out now for the Warriors, -4 here in the first set. Good serve. How about that one? That had a lot of dive on it. There is Evie Dart once again. That's their first ace of the night.
And now you're within 3.
But how many times do you keep battling back and battling back?
You get tired, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Just inside the attack line, big-time swing off that left side. And that, believe me, yes, that was Paige Mascari once again.
Those are not going easy.
When she has that great top spin on it, too, that's hard to handle at the other side. So the lead at 4. Free ball now for Guerin. Little touch right down the line and the point. That's Maddie Fritch able to get the point there. So the lead back at 5. There's an overpass at the net, and that'll get you just about every time.
Yes, it will.
That's Eleanor Carlisle. Timeout on the floor. Guerin has opened up a 6-point lead.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid getting involved in those things. And I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Back here at Covenant Christian, a 6-point lead. That is our biggest of the night now for Guerin. Big swing. How about that from the attack line? That's a great play by Mascari.
She's everywhere.
She just winds up and just drills that thing.
She has enough confidence in her game to do that.
I mean, she even got a late start on that and was able to get the point. So, a 7-point lead. And the Warriors unable to respond. A receiving error there. And all of a sudden, Guerin, an 8-point lead.
And, we talked about Mascari and her mom athletic ability. Her dad just texted me and says, thank goodness she's got her mom's athletic ability. Thanks for
Boy, there's another one. You see what I wrote down right here? Overpassing. I mean, that's just a big key right now. The lead at 9, every time they get an extra point, it's the biggest lead of this opening set. Nice play at the net there by Guerin. Back the other way. Swing there by Mann. To the outside left. Wow.
That's pretty.
Do I need to remind you who that was?
That was number 8, wasn't it?
That was actually number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you don't have to remind me.
I won't. But it is difficult sometimes to see the 6 and the 8, but now it's a 10-point lead. That one just clipping the top of the net and falling in the hole, so the point will go to Shelby Olmstead, the junior. And they stop the run, but still trail it by 9. Good serve. Here come the Golden Eagles again. And was it touched? Yes. And the point will go to Guerin. And now they're at set point. Change here as you see Mia Jennings coming into the lineup. And you see there Haley Lytle. Chance to put this one away. It was close. It was 13-13 at one point, and that's the second service error now on Guerin.
You forgot to have supper or something.
Yeah.
That's short.
Get some Wheaties in her, huh? So back the other way, it'll be Tyndall, Haley Tyndall, the senior. They got to rally here to get this one within scoring distance, and that's going to do it. So Guerin, at one point, again, that opening set, it was tied at 13, but Guerin runs it off. They win at 25-15.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
My name is Jay Jones. I'm the commissioner of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference, and we appreciate you tuning in to tonight's game. We hope you'll stay tuned to SRN for tomorrow's Heartland Conference Game of the Week, showcasing some of the best small college football in the Midwest. We look forward to seeing you then.
Back here at Covenant Christian, tonight's game brought to you in part by Officially Human. Want to thank our officials for today's game, their hard work and dedication. Without them, we don't play. So if you have nothing good to say, we say don't say anything at all. That's right. Sportsmanship is everyone's job.
If you like volleyball, you need to tune in Friday night and Saturday because we are at Rose-Hulman, and Rose-Hulman is hosting an invitational. 3 big teams playing volleyball along with Rose-Hulman. And you get 2 games on Friday, 2 games on Saturday. Should be a lot of fun. We also got soccer this weekend, college soccer this weekend. and a little bit of football on Friday night right here. You got a big game Friday night.
Well, it's going to be a fun one. I tell you, Pendleton and Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon got that big win last week, played great defense, and this is going to be another fun one.
How about the Heritage Christian Covenant Christian game we have also?
That'll be a fun one, too. Heritage in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Evansville Memorial taking on Evansville Bossy. So 3 football games, 2 college soccer volleyball games, a college soccer game. No football this week because the IHSAA is bye week to get them ready for their regular season.
Yeah.
And I want to say hello to Nate Conley from Manchester College. Doubt if he's watching. He said he'd tune into volleyball this week. So, Nate, if you're watching, eat your tacos, enjoy the game.
Just in case, right?
Yes.
Well, look at the key to it. Was 13-13 in the first set, and then it was all Guerin after that.
The wheels fell off.
25-15. Yeah, so what happened? We talked about the 2 things I wrote down. The overpass killed him several times, and they had some receiving errors where there just wasn't communication.
And if you looked at the game, one of the goals was that they needed to stay focused, and they needed to cut back on their receiving errors, and it was the bugaboo that hit them when it got to 13-13.
And the thing is that we've kind of noticed. You mentioned that we're consistency. A lot of that comes that, all of a sudden you're playing well, and then all of a sudden you're down 4 or 5, and you got to battle back again. There's only so many times you have a chance to battle back against a team like Guerin, who's played such a good schedule.
And the way you look at this is you see how they come on the floor, heads down a little bit, doesn't seem like they're enthusiastic. You got a couple players that's trying to get them involved. If you're Guerin Catholic and you see that, you can just jump on that right away, and this could be a very short night for you. If you're Covenant Christian, you got to play consistent, and you got to stay with that from the start to the beginning. I would like to see how they're going to come out of this. They come out and win this thing, who knows? But if they're flat, it's going to be a tough night.
They may have to use Evie Dart a lot. I mean, we talk about the impact player she is, and we saw what she did in that third set against Bishop Chatard. So,
yeah, you're right, Troy.
Side out for Covenant, underway here in the second set. A little runner there by Mascari. And then the return, but a block up front, and the point will go to Guerin Catholic. Looked like it was number 4, Leah Shang.
Yeah, Shane was right there, and no one was there to call that net. You got to play that. You got to play a little bit up.
Side out. That's going to be Mascari on the serve. From behind the attack line, not enough lift that time by Evie Dart, and it's quickly 2-0. Well, here's one thing you don't want to do is get in a deep hole early.
You don't want to get down 4, 5, 6 because then you're always catching up. Oh, that's a nice serve.
Boy,
that's a line drive.
That'll handcuff.
I would take that all night.
Third ace. Mascari, you see her right there. Player will probably see at the end of the year in that All-Star Volleyball Classic.
I would think we would see her there. If she's not, something's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. How about that? You go sharp and deep, and then you go a little softer, and there's that dive on it.
And then you got the knuckleball because she hasn't served the knuckleball yet. Let's see if she does that there. Nope, straight through.
Boy, went deep again in that middle. Boy, and the one thing about that set right there was too far to the outside and really not enough lift on it. We talked about the receiving errors, but that's just an attack error.
You cannot go down 6 or 7-0 here.
Yeah, you may see a timeout here pretty quick. A lot of English on that serve once again.
Good set.
Guerin went middle again, and how about that? Looked like Shang. Yep. There's the 7th kill already for Guerin. Take a look at this.
That's just a nice little ledge. That's how my wife used to serve when we were playing in the backyard.
You play a little of that beach volleyball in your backyard?
They were terrible.
Yeah.
I just like the refreshments. 6-1.
By the way, when I was looking at that replay, did you happen to notice that Evie Dart tried to come from the left? She probably would have been better to stay back and let the middle come up and get it. Big time swing there by Mascari. Or Fritsch up front. That's going to be Frisch, actually.
Touched. Nice.
Little runner, and that one had eyes.
Yeah, rotating the hips, fantastic. Good job to Blasio, correct?
Yep, Cat de Blasio. So now we see how many weapons that Guerin has, and you look back at their schedule and you think 7-13, but they played some really good teams. And there's another one.
You know, our state championship run, we played some tough teams, and all of a sudden, get in a tournament and people go, oh, you're terrible at 10-10. And then you surprise people because of the competition you played was very successful. There's a 2-hit and a lift.
So there's another receiving error on Covenant Christian, and they're down by 8. I'm actually a little surprised they haven't called a timeout right here.
Sometimes you just make them play through it.
We're going to find out here in a moment if they can, and they will get the much-needed point right there by Evie Dart.
And the other thing that you do as a coach, you say, and sometimes they just block you. You just let them play through it, and then you come back in the head, okay, now are you going to listen?
Yeah.
Not saying that the kids aren't listening to her, but there are times where kids they just get stubborn. They've just got 2 unanswered points here.
Yeah, that was an overpass there by Guerin. That's the first time we really have seen Guerin overpass tonight, and then Evie Dart at the net will make you pay for it. So -6 now. And Covenant trying to rally from a huge deficit here in the second set. Free ball here. Warriors to the outside, and a point. Give that one to Henniger.
I don't know what she said on the sideline, but they're playing much better.
Yep. We always talk about, though, on the other side. You look at Guerin, and you get the big lead. You cannot then lose your focus either.
Typical kid, junior high,
high
school kid.
And here's the other thing about it. Volleyball is maybe the sport you see so much of that, where the momentum just goes back and forth. And we got a double hit again on Covenant.
That's a tough double hit because she's coming. The ball's coming at an angle. That's really tough.
Well, that's their second attack error that we have seen.
And we talked about it last week. As a fan, you're going, I don't see it. As an official, you're looking at the rotation of the ball and how it changes.
Yeah.
And that's how you get that double hit.
Here's Lytle on the serve. Back to a 6-point lead. That's Dart from the right side. 8 kills now for Covenant. And the Warriors make a change on that front row again, and they will be serving down by 5. This really could have been worse here in this second set, but now the Warriors starting to put some things together. Little swing there to the outside, and what a save. No, they cannot get it. That was a great effort, though, as Kate Jellin was the last one to touch it, but I didn't think they were going to get to that second ball.
I didn't think they would either.
Lead at 6, side out. Kiera Wolf now for Guerin. You're still within striking distance here, but the one thing you don't want to do is give up much more. And there's an attack error the other way. Henniger unable to get a lift, and that's another one we just penciled in a little bit ago. We have seen now 3 attack errors by Covenant. Doing much better, not as much overpassing as what we saw earlier until right there. Free ball now the other way, and boy, what a shot down the line by Mascari.
I would not want to be standing in front of that Kinsey man. Timeout, Covenant Christian.
A 7-point lead here in the second set.
We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to IHSAAFoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. Great food for breakfast and lunch. They also have delicious baked goods. Make sure you check out their daily specials. They're open Tuesday through Sunday, 8 to 2, located at 6427 Oaklandon Road. 8-point lead after the timeout. Cross-court attack, and there you go. Evie, Dart again. You need a point, you go to Dart. I think we're going to see her in the All-Star, too.
I just wrote it down.
Yeah. There's just no way she's not. I mean, she is a big-time impact player.
I think there would be several Circle City Conference players.
Boy, how about the return there? That was Mascari able to get it across, but it was a return. But the point, after 4 hits, it will go to Guerin, but good effort. Now you're kind of in the danger zone here pretty close because you're down by 8. And Guerin not making the mistakes they were doing earlier, but they get the point here. Nice play by Kenzie Mann.
Down 7. You need a rally here. You need at least 5.
That's the one thing, though, they really haven't done very much is get a 5 or 6. They'll get 2 or 3, and the next thing you know, other team coming back, and that's going to be a service error. That's only number 3 now in the first 2 sets.
Much better than what it was the other day.
Yeah. Well, you can tell already they've been working on the serving because there was a time early in the year they were not really very good at that area, and in the last 3 or 4 games they've gotten much better. Side out Guerin, leading it by 8. Lizzie Caron on the serve. So there was a little indecision right there, so free ball now for Guerin. Good time swing again by Mascari. And then unable to handle it the other way. Another point there for Guerin.
Nice block by number 2, Gross, for Kevin Christian. Got that ball over the net, just didn't have any help.
So lead at 9. This one a little bit different. We mentioned in the first set where it was tied at 13, and then Guerin just ran it off. To the outside, and nobody there. Actually, that ball was set to the middle. I don't know if that was Shang who was supposed to come get it, but nobody got it.
Did we talk about communication?
Yeah.
There would be.
Yeah, that's certainly one of those you've got to know right before you're ready to go on the attack.
And that drives you nuts as a coach because you're looking right at it and you're going, okay, you know when you're talking to him.
Yeah. There is the 4th service error now on Covenant.
And they gave it to you right back.
Here's the point in a set and a match that you cannot afford to make any more mistakes.
You can't.
You're going to have to play clean volleyball the rest of the way from behind the attack line. Big time swing there by Evie Dart. Boy, nice recovery, but unfortunately unable to keep it in play. Point will go to the Warriors.
Did you see the libero there? She waited on the ball. She waited for the front row to call that. If you have that play, I would think Coach Wood should go aggressive. That's the second hit. I think you need to go aggressively and go get that ball.
Shelby Olmstead.
Nice.
Outside. Another big swing there by Mascari. And we've got to play at the net. And I think they're going to say we have a net violation on Covenant. They ended up getting Katasanasi. Right now Guerin staying right in that 8-9 point lead over pass again. Boy. And the point will go again to Guerin.
Those overpasses are going to kill you because now you're setting them up where it's a dink.
Yeah. Carlisle gets the point on the last one. Another good swing there by
Evie Dart. Will they go back that way? The set was behind her. She had to stop her momentum.
Nice touch.
Dart again, big time swing. And again, it's pretty simple. You need a point. Stop the rally. Go to Evie Dart. And you know what? The one thing about that, when she's one-on-one with you, you're in trouble. And that's exactly what happens. Yeah. That's like the other side of that scar. You can't beat her one-on-one. You're going to need some help. And that's going to be just inside the line.
That's beautiful. Now it's a race to 5.
When you do the calculations, you're thinking of uncovenant height. I can't make 5 more mistakes. I know that. I got to find a way to get something on a rally.
You need 15.
Quickly. Haley, light.
You're welcome. Good math.
This time, Dart. Cross-court attack in there, and the return is going to be wide on the outside.
That was 35 feet.
Warriors make a change in front once again. Side out, -9. Guerin from the middle, and that's going to be long.
She swung the miss, unfortunately. Well, here you go. Little route here.
Yeah, I think if they can get to within 3 or 4, they're going to get pretty good about this. Back set, and another point.
The approach was not as good as it has been. And this is when if you're Guerin, if you're Jamie, you're going, come on, girls.
Don't let him back in.
Finish it.
Boy, and there is a receiving error from there. Another overpass. So 8-point lead. Side out. Here's Kira. Will it go to zone 5 right here? There we go. How about that? Once again, it will be Dart on the right side. And she'll be serving. Dart has been the difference maker again tonight here for the Warriors. Excellent serve. Short set, middle. That's going to be wide. Warriors. Thing is, you hate to see this from a standpoint for Guerin built that big lead, and now you're coasting, right? Really out. And you don't want to You want to finish it out as quickly as you can. Outside left, big swing, nice stop. Now the return. Here's a free ball now for Guerin. They'll go to the same outside, and we have a net violation against the Warriors. It looked like Mascari on the outside, but Mary Henniger was the one guilty of the net violation. Lead at 7. Warriors come back to get the point. Kenzie man on that left side. And that's what you like somebody stepping up, starts.
Just a stop.
That's big right there. Lead at 6. Warriors hanging in there, and they've been worse. What that is right there. Mascari outside left. Just her timing is so good. She gets the right set. Her timing is as good as anybody.
6 seniors on this covenant ball, 4 on Guerin.
Yeah, but you think about Mascari. That's a big hole to fill next year. Miscommunication on that back throwing will go to Kenzie man.
That's when you wish you had some move in. 6, 8, 9.
Yeah, some of those they're hanging around a lot, aren't they?
They're on the north side of Indianapolis.
In that transfer rule like college, high school, you can transfer in. It's coming.
Stay away from that.
23-17. Oh, man. That probably would have been out. Sorry, play it.
Right off the hands.
Two aces so far. Coming down.
They're right back in it.
Yep. They're sneaking their way back in. And that'll stop that run. Looked like it might have been Shang again, or Shang or Blasio. Now Sky will be serving the senior. We're at set point here. But not until timeout. Guerin 24-18.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
It is still set point. Guerin trying to finish it out, take a commanding 2-0 lead, and that's going to be long on the swing there by Edie Dart, and that will do it. It fell down early, they back. They now trail it 2-0.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Welcome back to Covenant Christian School. As we are into Guerin Catholic. Here's our upcoming schedule. Trevi and I was talking earlier this evening. It all begins with volleyball as University of Volleyball taking on Roman. That's Saturday for you. On Saturday, Northern Ohio North taking on Rosemont. And soccer, that's a 3:30 start. Ball is taking Rosemont and volleyball on Saturday as well. And on Friday night, Kite's taking on Mount Vernon. That should be a great ball game. Very basketball. So stay with that. Other games in action. Evansville taking on Bosley. That should be a very interesting ball game. Evansville ranked third and 4A this week. Heritage Christian, when these two teams meet, folks, score rows and score doesn't matter. It's whoever gets the ball last possession. It's been like that for the last 3 years. That is the star of the game for you. So for you, Friday night volleyball for you as well. Grove City taking on Rose-Home. That's a 7:30 start. And then a 5 o'clock ball game. Asbury taking on Rose-Home as well. So a lot of ball action. Check it all out here in Indiana. So you like the sponsor of that. How do they contact us?
I think they contact you. What's my email? Is it like IndianaSRN board? It's pretty good. You read it off. That was all right here. Okay, so it's 25, 18, 3. Your coverage, what do you tell them? Well, you better get off to a good start. If you fall down to Guerin in this one, it's going to be a great night. I think they got to keep it certainly close. They always say give your chance to win the four. I think they got this thing into the 20s in order to win this one. But they did better. They didn't overpass as much. Even errors got down, but they attack as well. And I think again, when you got down early, they didn't have enough at the end. A lot of times teams don't have enough gas at the end to come back. So I think you got to keep it close throughout this third set. Go back to that work consistency and that's going to be a big key right here. I think it'll be a big key the rest of the year for the Warriors. And there is only the third service air. In fact, three for Guerin, only four for Covenant so far tonight. And we will see Shelby Olmstead come in to serve now for Covenant. I'm trying to remember the last time they had a lead.
I don't think they had a lead all night. This is the first time they've had a lead. Well, actually, it's tied 1-1.
So that was a tie from the set, right?
Guerin scored the first point, though. Yeah.
So that was their first lead all night.
And you're in game 3.
Didn't last long, though, as Guerin able to get a point. That's two in a row now. The EV guard has been able to get it in the net.
Well, the ball is not high. You gotta get that ball. It's dead net. You gotta get it up, especially since you got a big hitter like that. Get that off so she can control the ball. Would have been better on the hit.
Another good serve there by Mascari. Short set. They'll push it to the outside and kept alive. Good job. Guard again. This time. Block back. Return. Back set. Right point to Guerin. There is Cat Blasio. She's played well tonight. The front row has played very well here. Yeah. Plus two now. Short serve. And the overpass is going to cost you there.
That time. That pass should have been straight up because you had yard right in the middle to go get that ball.
So now unanswered point for Guerin. And that'll be wide. That'll be the fourth service there. Each are tied in that category fourth piece. It will be Hallie Boston now for Covenant. Shelby will be serving -2. Got to get a win here to push it to 4. Nice recovery there by Blasio.
Rotate.
And they will make their return. Good effort. The Warriors cut it to 1.
Flat-footed.
Coach Kurlander for Guerin. Guerin trying to get his team a quick sweep in this one. As that'll be the fifth service error now by Covenant. Side out, Guerin. Good look at Leah Shang. Boy, that's handcuff Olmstead in that back row. 6 aces tonight for Guerin. You see head coach Kurlander there deciding what zone they want to attack. The pass goes out of play. Point will go to the Warriors.
You got the front row waiting for that ball, and then you're staring and looking at it.
Side out Warriors. Looks like Hoppy there on serve number 22. But that swing
From the outside left, there's Mascari once again, or is that going to be number 8, Fritch?
I would think that's number 8.
That's number 8, isn't
yeah,
it?
That was 8. The 8 and 6 look alike.
Very close. Side out for Lionel. Lead back to 3.
Though I do like the uniforms wearing black with the white numbers. Me too. Thank you very much.
Behind the attack line, that's going to be long. Mentioned the attack errors were a little bit of an issue in the second set. Now you've opened up a 4-point lead. Warriors going to need a good return here, and did they get it? Yes. Excellent play. That was, by the way, I think Patterson-Oppie once again. Davey Dart will serve now for the Warriors, -3. They have a 1-0 lead, and as we mentioned a little bit ago, that's been their biggest lead, their only lead of the night. That one hit in the net there by Fritch. And so the point with the Warriors, and it's down to 2. So Davey Dart. Oh my God, that's number 6 now.
That ball always had eyes, though. Boy, usually you play that because you don't know what that line is going to fall in or out.
Well, we saw Mascari do that one time. It was clearly going to be out. She decided to play it, but that time everybody was playing safe. Laughlin on the serve. Free ball for Guerin. And that's going to be the outside left, and I do believe this time it is going to be Mascari.
Yes, sir.
He's back to 4, side out Laughlin once again. She just switched from over on the left side to the right side.
Called a different zone.
And it didn't work. Number 5 now for Guerin.
I think he was trying to work on the side of Kevin Christian, and she just couldn't get the ball with that. Good coaching right there by Coach Stroud of Covenant. Came out of the game, asked her, showing her some of the things that they're doing.
How about Eleanor Carlisle in the short set? That was brutal right there. It was easy. Brazaz will be serving now for Guerin. The overpass. And they got saved by that one up until the very end.
Kind of panicked a little bit there.
Yeah. So lead at 5. Brazaz, a junior. Warriors making a return. Yep, they did it again.
That's too easy. Troy, that's too easy.
I think she thought she was actually going to pass it
to the
other side, yeah. And all of a sudden the lead is 6, now 7.
Guerin tonight just seemed like they're lulling yourself to sleep a little bit, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're down by 6 or 7 points. That's right on. Good hit there. Way to come back.
The question now is 7 be too much? Free ball here. Ball hit deep and played and then misplayed. Another mistake on the attack side there for the Warriors. And this is almost a replication of the first set, but it was tied at 13. Another overpass.
Gave it right back.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. Second set was pretty much all Guerin. The Warriors did battle late. Another one as it jousted the net. It'll be 1, and guess who is up there again? Mascari.
The movement much better for Kevin Christian though that time. 16-7. We'll take a break.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
berating young umpires, learning the ropes. It's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline. It's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot. It's not a game.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by Boilermaker Local 374. Learn how we can hire you. Contact them today at 219-845-1065. International Brotherhood of Boilermakers, Iron Shipbuilders, Blacksmiths, and Helpers. 9-point lead for Guerin. Trying to get into double figures. Nice play in the back row by Sadie Carnes. A big hit, another play by Carnes. Back set. Volley here, back and forth. And that'll be hit into the net. Mia Jennings unable to get much lift on that one, so Covenant gets the point. They'll make a change. You'll see Allie Boston come in.
Down 8, you need a run here.
Yeah, we're talking about 6 or 7. We're not talking about 2 or 3. They've got to get something big. From the middle. And that's going to be touched by Covenant, so the point is good. They went that time to Mascari in the middle.
I like the headband.
Like that?
Oh, yeah, I need one.
You do need one.
Yeah.
The hair out of your eye.
Yeah. One hair.
Yeah. Lead back to 9. That is number 6 tonight on Guerin. Now, I'll remind you what we said earlier. They're a 92% serving team.
It's dropped a little bit today.
Your hair or the...
No, the serving.
Oh, the serving. Thanks. And we go back the other way. That's number 7.
Where did we get you?
I'm just curious. You were just talking about your hair. I thought maybe you got in your eye.
Well, I cut it again today. That one hair just keeps
that one just
back.
yeah, you get that one. It's really a pain, isn't it? Side out for Guerin. And there's another one. How about that's number 8?
I tried dippity-doo today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you do comb over if it's not working out very well?
The rake?
Yes.
Yeah, I used the rake.
And a whistle, and we got a double hit. And right now at 10, this is going to be tough for the Warriors to come back in this one. Mascari, maybe get that one. Was that was clipped and went out. So that'll be a service error number 7. But as we always say, the race to 5 now.
Yes.
Combination of points or mistakes made by the Warriors. And it'll be a sweep for Guerin. Boy, from the outside left, nothing there.
Both of them touchdown, 3 and 4. Kat and Leah.
So now it's down to 4, side out. Good look there at Leah Shang. Warriors went backside, and the point will go to Evie Dart. We haven't seen her, and again, maybe I'm wrong, we haven't seen her
dominate
enough, though they haven't been going to her that much.
Well, she dominated against Shadar.
Yes, especially in that third set.
I think you're right. They didn't use her as much as they did against Shadar.
Yeah. Because, bottom line is, when they needed a point against Bishop Chatard, she got them a point. That'll be a point there for the Warriors.
Brings me back here. 9.
Well, the thing is that you just haven't seen the big run tonight either by the Warriors, and there's some miscommunication the other way.
That's the 3rd time tonight where the ball is set where it's supposed to be, and no one picked it up.
Carlisle was up there. I think de Blasio was up there, but nobody was there to get it eventually. From behind the attack line, big-time swing, and then the point falls in there for Guerin. Nobody was able to play that, another overpass.
So if you're playing this guarantee and you know the The back row is pretty good. You know number 6 is pretty good. Do you go away from her?
Every time. I get away from her every time. It just, to me, like the other side, I go away from Evie Dart.
And maybe that's what Guerin did tonight. They made other people play.
There's Dart on the outside. Need a point, go to Dart.
Because when she gets the ball, most likely she's scoring.
Yeah. Well, I would say during our broadcasts that most of the time when she is the player they go to, she does score. I don't know what the percentage would be, but she is big again here tonight. Warriors on the return. The overpass, and it cost them. You don't see that very often tonight from Guerin. That's maybe 2 or 3 in the whole night.
What I like, though, is Covenant Christian did a great job of retrieving, communicating, then scoring. 7.
Now this one's starting to look again like
Game
set 2. Yeah. And now it's down to 6. Here they come.
Has she not scored 4 in a row?
Well, it wasn't 10, it was 9.
Okay.
Well, look at the knuckler.
That is a knuckleball.
From the middle.
Good.
Well, that was open in the back.
Oh, they're going to call net violation.
Wow. So another big mistake here by Guerin. And the Warriors making a little bit of noise here in this third set. And there's Evie Dart. She's the one getting it started. Backside. Ball kept alive there by Fritsch. Warriors. Cross court. Nothing there for Mann. And that one just inside the line. What a hit.
I would like to have that ball back.
Boy. That's one of those, again, where you couldn't have run down there and placed it there any better. So Natalie Loffin just 2 away from the sweep here tonight. 3 ball now for Guerin. Able to get a piece of it up front off that swing there by Mascari.
Oh, rotate the ball. Rotate the ball.
Ball returned and nobody there to get it for the Warriors.
And you know what? They were dead zone for Guerin Catholic. They had to get that over, and they just went to a dead zone, and boy, it delivered for them.
So here we go, match point right here. Warriors trying to stay alive, and they will.
Well, you start that chant, it goes not too fast, my friend.
Yeah.
This is 6.
It was 1-0. Guerin got the lead. They got a bigger lead, had it up to 9. And the Warriors trying to battle back again. Unfortunately, might be too little too late, and that is going to be long. Real close on that back line. So now it's down to 5. Could be the first time tonight that the Warriors get 20. Cross court, nothing. Guerin sets it up to the outside, and another one into the net. And now it's 4.
Uh-oh. You woke up the Giant.
Well, they've been steady from a 15, 18, 20 going up the ladder point-wise, and they'll try it again right here. We're still at match point. They go to the middle, and when you want to finish it off, guess who you go to?
Yep.
You went to Paige Mascari to finish it out, and the final in the last set, 25-20. Good effort there by Covenant to make a little bit of a run here late, but it will be Guerin getting the win tonight, 25-15, 25-18, and 25-20. Guerin will go to 3-2 in conference play. They win only their second matchup on the road. They're now 8-13. They snap a 3-game losing streak, And for Covenant Christian, they're now 5-16, 0-5 in the conference, and they fall to 2-5 at home.
Impact player of the game?
Impact player of the game, I don't think there's any doubt about it. You have to go with Paige Mascari. I mean, simply just the way she finished it out there at the end is the impact player of the game tonight. By the way, Guerin has a tough one. Cathedral in the first game of the tournament Saturday. Covenant will play Ritter coming up on Monday.
Right
the
here.
game we'll have right here on Indiana SRN. Thanks to the entire crew for being with us here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Guerin wins it by a final of 3-0.